Hello and welcome to another episode of How To with Hugo's. So these episodes are designed to help the average person make cocktails. So today we're going to focus on a classic drink called the Manhattan. The Manhattan, traditionally made with rye. You can also do it with bourbon. We're going to have some sweet vermouth, a little bit of Angostura bitters, and then this cocktail is going to be chilled, beautifully cold, also for dilution, so you're not just getting completely booze. It's going to soften it and really make for a palatable drink. So let's get started. First, we're going to begin. A good rule of thumb, particularly when you're new to making drinks so you don't waste product, is to start with either the least expensive or the least used. So in this case, we're just going to do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. You can do a little extra if you want. It's just going to balance out this drink. Classic Manhattan, what we're making today, we're going to do a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 ounces of our rye whiskey to 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth. So we're going to measure out 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth. We're then today using Michter's straight rye. For this, a full 2 ounces. And again, classic cocktail, incredibly simple. Traditionally, 3 ingredients, sometimes even 2. I would say at max 4, but you're always going to find with most classics this three component ratio of what we will call like our base spirit, in this case the straight rye, modifier, in this case the sweet vermouth, and then again just another modifier to give it a little bit further complexity in the Angostura bitters. So we'll add some ice and stir. Dilution, if you've watched some of our videos before, it is part of the cocktail, if you want to think of it this way. So again, going back to our ratios, we had a 2-to-1 ratio, so we have a total of 3 ounces of alcohol in here. When we stir it, we're aiming for about 1 ounce of dilution, so we're going to have 4 total ounces in our drink. For this drink, it's going to go up, okay? So another traditional rule of thumb, if you are making a stirred classic drink and you're doing it on rocks, you're not going to stir it as much because it's going to go over the ice. When it's in your glass, it's going to get further dilution. You don't want to water it down too much before you then put it over ice. In the case of this drink, the Manhattan, this is going to go over no ice. So we're going to put this in a chilled cocktail coupe. So we're going to give it about a full 30 seconds of stirring. You can also, if your hand is on the glass, you'll get a feel for this as you practice. But when it has a nice chill, you can always put it on the back of your hand, give it a little taste. Thumbs up if you like it. You can keep stirring if you think it's too alcohol forward. In this case, I think we're good. So now we're going to grab our glassware, the chilled coupe, which I have conveniently put in the freezer about 15 minutes beforehand. I recommend, if you're doing particularly a drink that's going to be served up, chill the glass if you can. It's gonna add a nicer touch. It's going to keep your cocktail colder longer, particularly if you're doing something that doesn't have a stem. Your hand's going to get on the bottom of that glass. It's going to warm up the drink. Again, not a bad drink, but you want to keep it as cold as possible. All right, folks. So we have our chilled coupe, our cocktail ready to go. We're going to strain this into the chilled coupe. you have a nice, beautiful, at least in this light, sort of a crimson color. And then lastly, for today, we're gonna garnish this with some cherries. These are just standard maraschino cherries. You can use brandy cherries, you can use no cherries, you can do a little twist of lemon, completely up to you, but classic. Drop these in here. Beautiful drink, your classic cocktail, the Manhattan. Guys, be sure always like, subscribe, please follow us, support us. We're gonna continue to make drinks, lots of classics, lots of twists on classics, lots of different ways that you can use our own drinks, Hugo's Cocktails, in fun, different ways instead of just straight from the can. As always, appreciated. As Christian would say, salute.